Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your Table Talk Thursday. As per usual, we are pulling from our Table Topics Cube. If you would like to get your own Table Topics Cube, not necessarily this one, but ones like it, go into the description, get your own copy. It is a link to the producers or the manufacturers of the Table Topics cubes. So yeah, they have a lot of different ones, and go get your own, and maybe you can start your own Table Topics. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. Jelly is being a little bit affectionate right now. I'm doing these all recording. I'm gonna try to record a whole bunch of these so that I have them all ready for release in the future and whatnot. Anyway, just trying to get my slippers on here. While you're down there, clicking on that link and whatnot, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get notified of whenever these videos are released. Hit that like or dislike button, does not matter to me, but it all appeases the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube, and remember to leave your comments on what your take is on this week's question, which is it always right to forgive? Ooh, that's a hard-hitting question. No. Some people, whenever they don't have any sorrow, this is a controversial topic for me, because while you should forgive yourself, and forgive, you know, forgive them on your part, in order to move on. Sometimes you do have to forgive them just so you can move on, not necessarily for their comfort and their, their own inner peace. Sometimes you have to forgive just so you yourself can move on. Is it always right? Is it always justified to forgive somebody? No. I don't entirely agree to that. While it may be something that gives you calm and gives you closure, and that's one thing, and if it's right for you, absolutely. But in certain situations, especially in certain situations, some people need to pay for what they did. And that can either be by not getting that forgiveness, or by spending time in jail or prison. Jail's temporary, prison is longer. Yeah, prison, you're forwarding your mail. Anyway, yeah, there are situations where, yes, you may want to forgive them just for your own closure, for your own peace of mind, for your own well-being. However, I don't think that there should be a generality of always, as this question is asking, is it always right to forgive? I think forgiveness at times, depending on what the issue is, that it needs to be earned. They need to prove that they have, and I got a cat fur there. They need to prove to the person that they've wronged that they have made significant strides to be better, to be a more productive member of society, or to not do whatever it is that they did before. And this goes into so many different things. This can be wronging somebody who, during a childhood, abuse of a sexual manner. This could be something of just being a bully. If they don't have if they don't have actual genuine remorse, the forgiveness only works one way, and that is only to give you peace. And you can forgive the situation. You can say, I forgive that situation, or I am cutting myself from that situation. You can do cord cutting for that. But I don't think you necessarily need to forgive all the time. I have a definite problem with overarching generalities. And I think that is something that is very much uh, a hard thing to say, that somebody needs to always forgive. Mandating something like that for an individual is incredibly troublesome, because you don't know what their situation is, what they're going through, and what they need to talk through in therapy or throughout time to correct the injustice that was imposed upon them. So yeah, no, people don't always get forgiveness just because they ask for it, nor should somebody be pressured into giving forgiveness because, one person, on YouTube said that they should be always forgiving. No. Now, in time, you might say to yourself, hey, you know what? I need to forgive this person so I can move on. And if that is where you're at, absolutely do it. Does not mean that you need to talk to that individual. Does not mean that you need to confront that individual in any way if that is not safe, and it's especially if it's not going to be safe emotionally for you. Keep your own health in mind whenever you're talking about these things, whenever you're approaching that forgiveness point. If it's not going to be healthy for you, don't go to them. You are under no obligations to do that. You are under no obligations to put yourself in that situation. So saying that it's always right to forgive, I think, can be problematic. I also think that when you are ready and when you are in the space to be able to forgive that person or that situation, in order to move on in a way that is healthy and productive for you, I think that is what dictates whether or not you should forgive that person. So, and only you are going to know this. So, yeah, I think that's it's kind of where I'm going to leave that. Leave your comments down below on your take on the "is it always right to forgive?" question. Yeah, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. A lot of mixed emotions, especially with things like the Me Too movement and, a lot of different things that have happened in the recent years. So yeah, definitely something that, and not only that, like people with PTSD from trauma of any sort, do you forgive that person? You don't have to. And if you do, it should be on your terms, and not because some little YouTuber here with, less than 1,200 subscribers told you that you had to. But, hey, I'm just a talking head on YouTube. You do what you want, and I will support you in that, as far as the forgiveness stance. If you are one to always forgive because you just want to keep on moving, fantastic if that works for you. If you are one that says, no, I'm going to make them stew, then okay, that is your right as the person that has been wronged. So at least that's how I see it. Depending, and for me, it would personally, for me, it would also depend on the gravity of the situation, and that would be something that, again, for an individual, would have to be in a case-by-case basis. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Heavy topic this week. Join me on Saturday for our Witchy Book Club series. Since I am producing these ahead of time, I don't know what chapter we're on. Yeah, so that's a mystery. It's going to get to a point, because I'm going to try to bust out a lot of these all ahead of time, that I may not even know what book we're on. So, yeah, join me for that. And until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.